Just went and pulled a nice head of cabbage for the chickens. They love it. Nice, fresh, right from the garden. Good greens for them. Hey everyone, Rich at Rivera Urban Homestead. It's Saturday afternoon and I just got a nice message from a guy I know saying he has some dragon fruit clippings if I want some. And he said they're really sought after. They're a S8 variety, which is supposed to be a little smaller fruit but really sweet. So I'm going to head to his house. I'm going to get some information on how to grow them, and I'm also going to pick some up. So in this video, I guess we will be setting up some dragon fruit. So we'll talk to you in a little bit when I get back. Love them some spaghetti. Leftover spaghetti and pork chop pieces. I rinsed the spaghetti sauce and stuff off. Wash it all off, so it's just the noodles pretty much and the pork chops. Oh yeah, they love pasta day.
Suddenly, Molly is just playing outside with me. And then I got super strings to hold these.
Okay guys, I didn't really record any of this obviously, but this weekend I was making a pallet bar for my friend's wedding. He just wanted 2 simple pallet bars. So he didn't want them stained or nothing like that. So I just put some Danish oil over them. But basically, all I did was I had a box of wood flooring. I mounted that onto a 1/4-inch piece of plywood. That's all glued down together. Just threw some little trim around it. See? That's 1 whole pallet. And then the sides are 2, like 26 inches, I think. And then just a little Danish oil rub on there. And this is not even mounted on. It can lift right off. So what I'm thinking about doing, pretty nice, right? I'm thinking about just putting like a hook and circle eyelet here and just latching it on. So then you could just undo those and take the tabletop off and move it easier. Okay, little shelf that I have just sitting there. Not bad, huh? The Pallet Bar. I can get used to this. Okay, but one thing I still have to do, I have to do a little bit more finishing work. As you can see, I'm not the best at doing 45s. I don't do trim carpentry much. Got some good gaps along the table there. Right there, you see a good one. So, what I need to do is buy more of this little molding. And I will just put it right there. Right? Put it right there. And it'll be a nice, clean finish. And then I'll have the lip over here so that the beers can't fall off. It'll block them. So that'll look way cleaner like that. So I got to go buy some more of these and trim out all this top stuff and alleviate all the gaps, and that's it. That's done. Yeah, you see this big old gap right here? This will totally, boop. What gap? There's no gap, it's solid. That's gonna look awesome, guys. Not bad. Let me show you what else I got. Okay, so like I told you, my friend had some dragon fruit cuttings for me. Look at all this, guys. There's 4 different types. There's American Beauty, there's Nitzel, there's Purple Haze, and there is Sugar Dragon S8. So we're going to have a nice in-depth look at dragon fruit and planting these clippings. Hopefully next weekend, maybe the weekend after. I don't know. I got to figure out how I'm doing it. But definitely that is going to be on our list. We need to get a setup going for the dragon fruit. 4 different types, man. Could you imagine how that's going to look when it's nice and growing good? That is sick. Can't wait to see those flowers at night. So anyway, upcoming episode is definitely figuring out planting them, getting a setup going for them. So we'll talk more about the dragon fruit in upcoming episodes. Okay, one thing I do have to do is these dragon fruits that he actually dug up and has roots, I need to get them in some soil. So we're going to get them in soil. Let me check. I took pictures of the cuttings and then named them so I know. So let me just check here which one's what. Okay, so this little one is Purple Haze. We'll put that one there. This is Netzel, and the big one here is American Beauty. So I'm just going to set them up in these 3 pots I have right here. Just get them in some soil, let the roots continue to thrive. Okay, so I have a bunch of soil already mixed up in here. This is only going to be temporary, just to get them in some soil until I can set something up and get them planted. Okay, so I'm going to set the American Beauty in here. Now, they do not like to be buried deep. You just bury them right at the roots and right at the base. Maybe a ½ inch or something in. That's it. Because if you get too much of the cactus pod itself underground, it starts to spoil. So let's just get this guy in, and we'll keep him up with maybe some bamboo or something. Let's see what we got. Okay guys, so this American Beauty, it's pretty big. I am going to go ahead and take off that cutting and that cutting. And then we'll leave the rest. So let's get it planted in. It's a little more manageable now. Nothing's easy with cactus though. Bye, Bubba. Love you too. Okay, so like I said, you don't want to bury the pod, just the roots. Just like that. Okay, so there we go. Again, very temporary, guys. We need to make something for them and get them in their enclosure, their permanent enclosure, probably next weekend. So we'll be working on that next weekend. But let me get the rest of these done real quick. That way they have at least them roots covered in some soil. The Netzel. Alright, hey, them bamboo sticks are going to work good to just kind of hold them up for now. And the last one is the little Purple Haze. Okay, so we got them in some pots, we got them in some soil. Now we're just going to water them in. I actually have a few more pots. I think I'm just going to get those clippings stuck into the soil as well. Get everything planted. I am going to label these now and mark the pots of what they are. And the clippings I just took off, I literally just wedged them in the dirt. They'll start getting their own roots, and then I'll have more of those. So dragon fruit project has begun. Let's get those other 2 planted with the clippings. Those are sugar, what are those? Those are S8s. which is Sugar Dragon is the other two clippings I have. So let me get those planted real quick. Okay, so this is another of the Netzel he had. So we'll just, got a really good root system going on. Look at all them roots. But we're gonna kind of just dig a hole in there. And now the S8. In order to plant something with no roots, literally just do this. Stick it in the dirt. That's about it. We'll let it kind of rest on something. Just stick it down there a little like that. Gotta have something to hold that up. I need a bamboo stick. Okay, I want to thank my buddy Joe for giving me all these dragon fruits. I'm just going to water them in a little, guys, and that's it. Next weekend we will be building a structure to support this stuff. I'll show you some pictures of how they look when they get mature. We'll go over more in-depth look at how to take care of them and all that good stuff. How to pollinate, the different types, what they look like. So it'll be a good video on dragon fruit probably next weekend.